Today is the day, guys. I think they're finally going to be. Okay, I made a thread about this. If egg prices continue to go up like they have since January of this year, like New Year's, where they were around $5.80 per dozen in the US, and where they're now like $7 per dozen in February, if they continue to increase at this rate, they will be more expensive than buying a dozen Cadbury cream eggs by like July of this year, which is just ridiculous. That's insane. This is a change of like $1.25 over a month. So it's like a little over 4 cents a day that egg prices have gone up in January alone. Now, one of these 5 packs of the Cadbury cream eggs is like $6 right now, which is already less expensive than a dozen eggs, but that's insane. Now, if you divided these up, so it's like per egg price, that's about $1.20, which means a dozen Cadbury cream eggs would be like $14.40 US dollars. If egg prices this year continue to go up at that like 4 cents a day rate, it will be 168 days, or right around July 21st, where a dozen eggs is more expensive, like actual chicken eggs is more expensive than a dozen Cadbury cream eggs. Now, there's some caveats, right? Like the rate has to continue at that increase for that entire time, and also Cadbury cream eggs could increase in price because they literally need eggs to be made. Also, the site where I got the price data about eggs actually predicts that eggs will peak out around $9.70, $9.67 by the end of 2025. So that's their prediction. So they are banking on the side of a lower increase than the 4 cents a day that I was talking about, which is fair if you look at the like historic egg prices of all time, because it does a lot of spiking. Egg prices spike quite a bit. Part of that in the US is because we wash our eggs, which means they have a lower shelf life, which means they are less resilient to surges in prices based on like demand, because they don't last that long on the shelf and in the fridge, compared to like in Europe, where they do not wash their eggs and they have a much longer shelf life and can survive for months in the fridge and be safe. So stores and restaurants can actually stockpile eggs in Europe if they want to, because they just leave them in the fridge and they last for months, compared to here where they last for like a few weeks, maybe a month. I'm so serious. I'm not cracking any jokes about this one. We could have a rough time ahead. It could be a shell of a time. Don't forget to follow. Hi, Matt. I'm Matt.